Today we're looking at Tyler Linderbaum. Y'all know I love offensive line, so it's time to jump into that. We got some film today. Got about 5 or so plays to show y'all. Look, just watching this dude, so the general consensus is that he's center number 1. I'm not ready to say that yet because I ain't watched all the film. We like to be careful around here. When I watch all the centers and I come back and I'm like, all right, cool, he's center 1, then I'll be like, he's center 1. But as of now, he's the first center I'm watching, and he is a joy to watch. We're going to talk about some things that he does pretty well. Got about 5 plays for y'all. If y'all want to see more, go to my Patreon, patreon.com/vochlombardi. We watched the whole film over there. We watched Wisconsin and Indiana, pardon me. Those are the long views over there. So go over to Patreon, check it out, man. Check it out. Let's get started. Tyler Linderbaum, number 65. He's going to be the center for the duration of the film session. And listen, man, shouts out to my guy, Jeff Kavanaugh, because he said, look, you ain't got to be an expert to properly evaluate prospects. And I totally agree. You can look at offensive line or whatever you're watching, and, you know, there's a handful of points you want to hit on. You can evaluate a player. But I just want to talk about some high-level shit that I see from Tyler Linderbaum, like, really early. And it's his eyes. Like, he's a very aware football player. Now, these first 3 plays I'm going to show you, I want you to watch Tyler Linderbaum, but specifically, let's look at his eyes, because offensive line, your eyes are very important to the operation here. And, you know, this may sound a little snobby, like his eyes, Voch. But, you know, like sometimes offensive linemen get tunnel view because they're so caught up in the wrestling match with the dude across from them, right? That they lose out on some of that awareness. Tyler Linderbaum, so the left 4 guys, we're going to slide to the left, right? What I like about this, and keep eyes on Tyler Linderbaum's eyes. Keep track of where he's looking, right? If we're sliding to the left, the first thing Tyler notices is that there's nobody in my gap. So the next 2 places he needs to look is to his right and to the second level. Why? Because if we're pass setting, we always want to keep eyes inside if somebody disappears. Because if one dude goes away, somebody has to come back to this gap. That's just how defense plays, right? So if Tyler is sliding to his left, and his dude disappears, he's going to immediately look right, then look to the second level. Check him out. Boom, boom. And then once he's clear to his right in the second level, he looks back to his left, and that's where his dude comes from. Now, some dudes will get real close to their right guard here and leave that gap wide open for that dude that's working back inside. But Tyler, with his eyes, with his patience, he finds the dude that he has to block, and he executes it. Him and the right guard get a good combo there. Let's watch another play. Now, if it's an offensive line, it's 5 of us. But we're going against these D linemen. They don't always bring 5 guys to block. They bring 4 guys, 3 guys, whatever. So when I'm watching centers, one thing I like to pay attention to just to see is how good are you as a help guy, right? Because you may need to be that dude to help out your guards or whatever. Let's take a look at Tyler Linderbaum as a help guy. He's always looking for work, is what we call it. Looking for work. If he's kicking, right, he's not giving up too much ground because nobody's coming, right? I don't have to be back in my quarterback's lap. I love that, right? But look at his eyes. He's gonna kick, looking around. Now we good. Help guy, right? Go look for some work. Love it. One more play. I just wanted to look at his eyes right here, right? And the theme is look at his eyes, but we're looking at different types of blocks here, right? You know, the first time was a gap exchange. How is he doing that? The second time, we're looking for work. We're being help guy, but we're still using our eyes. Look at how he uses his eyes in his reach block right here. And if there's anything that Tyler Linderbaum does well, he can reach block his ass off. If your team love to do outside runs, this is your guy. Like, bro, this is porn. You need a credit card to watch this. Look at this. Oh, my word, bro. Like, look, man, like, let's just say Tyler Linderbaum, he's at center. Say they were reaching to the right, and he had to block 91 or something. That's not an easy block for nobody, but, you know what I mean? That looks a little easier. You say, all right, so no, Tyler, you're going to step left and reach this character. You're going to step left and reach that 3-tech right there. That's a difficult block, bro. Him and his left guard are comboing that 3-tech to number 5 here, right? So depends on what's happening here. One of them dudes got to come off on the linebacker. Let's just run this play and take a look at what Tyler Linderbaum does with this reach block and this combo to this linebacker with his left guard, man. First and foremost, bro, like, we're just comboing here. So once we get to this point, Linderbaum is already in position to overtake this 3-tech if he needs to, right? If he overtakes this dude, then the right guard will go up and block number 5. There was a change of plans. Number 5 didn't stay outside. He ended up working back inside. Tyler Linderbaum could have been a victim here. He could have kept his eyes on this 3-tech. 5 shoots this gap and go makes the play. He could have done that. But look at, let me, hold on, because y'all need to look me in my eye. Look at Tyler Linderbaum's eyes and quit playing so much, bro. Just him being aware of what's going on. We're going to take this long-ass reach block here, but look at his eyes. I need to look up to the 3-tech, to this linebacker, and the backside linebacker. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. He identifies his target. He identifies the guy I'm looking for in the combo, which is number 5. He didn't get wide. He stayed back short, worked inside. I need to stay back and work inside because I know my guard's not going to be able to do it. That's a smart football player, ladies and gentlemen. That's putting the nipple on the titty. That's putting the satin on the panties. That's what makes Tyler Linderbaum so fantastic. Not just the physical stuff, but the up here. And that's what we need when we're evaluating centers or whatever. But so we just talked about his movement skills, man. Take a look at him, man. Getting to the second level. It's easy for him. It's easy for him. The angle was perfect. The speed getting there was perfect. He didn't over pursue. He didn't under pursue. He got on the correct side of the blocker, right? Like if he would have got upfield and gotten on the blocker's opposite side, the blocker would have the leverage advantage, right? Give him a good little bump. The block is over. The damage is done. The damage is done. My word, bro. And it's easy for him. Like there's this play, right? And I could show you a bunch of other plays, but like I said, watch film on your own, tap in with the Patreon or whatever. Like he does this a bunch. Like reaching 3-techs, comboing guys, getting to the second level. Like that's his foundation as a blocker or whatever. And he does it. Like it's nasty for him. Let's take a look at one more play. Just him pass setting real quick. Then we're gonna get y'all up out of here, man. Just to give y'all an idea of him as a pass blocker. Tyler Linderbaum. It's gonna be a center here. Just dealing with this bull rush, bro. Like dealing with this bull rush. Now, don't get me wrong. We got something to talk about in terms of this right here. But dealing with this bull rush technique wise, fantastic. He felt the power advantage. And to be fair, Tyler looks smaller than this dude, right? So there's a power and there's a size advantage. I want us to start off looking at where Tyler's hands are. This camera's kind of in the way, but Tyler's hands are going to drift up a little bit, which is cool. Some teams teach you that. But what I liked about Tyler is that he made the adjustment, got his hands from up top to back inside. He's going to tuck those elbows. He's going to drop his butt, and he's going to dissipate this bull rush from this big ass kid in front of him, right? You see that? You see that? That's pouring right there. Where's your credit card? I need to see some ID. I need to see some ID. What you mean you came to take Megan out? Look at him dropping his butt here. Look at how he's getting down. Look at the tuck in those elbows. Look at where his hands are. That ain't where his hands started. His hands started up here. Not in there. Nullified this gentleman that's big and wider than him. After that, you just got to keep your feet moving. I want to dance with somebody who loves me. May I have this? May I have this dance? Lady in red is dancing with me. Just keep your feet moving. That's all. That's all. Hey, man. Linderbaum gives you a lot to be excited for, man. I like the player. I like him a bunch. Big fan. Big fan. But now we must discuss Tyler Linderbaum, right? Does he have some deficiencies? Sure. You know what I mean? If you look at him, he's not the perfect prospect. I saw some early indications, and this is just food for thought for us couch scouts, internet scouts, media scouts, whatever you want to call them. Try to get your own idea of the player before you look at others' thoughts and opinions on him, right? Because there was some people in my live stream one time, they was like, oh, he's Quentin Nelson at center. No, he ain't. Y'all got Quentin Nelson messed up, man. Go back and watch Quentin Nelson and watch how that dude moved people from point A to point B beyond their free will and his movement, right? Linderbaum ain't that dude. Linderbaum is a get the job done guy, right? He's a get the job done guy. It's hard to find a flaw, right? He may not be perfect at everything. He may not be elite at everything. He's an elite reach blocker and his movement processing, all that's top tier to me, but he's not elite at everything. He can probably work on his strength a little bit. I think this is a a lower body strength type problem. Like when he strikes people with his hands, it seems to work well, but he has to like maintain that power, you know. So in the run game, he's not going to drive through people. In the pass game, you might want to get some help on him. You might want to, you know, think about some combos if he runs into one of those 3 techs that end up being gangsters or something like that. You know, just think about some of the nose guards that he's going to have to deal with when he gets to the National Football League. That's a real life conversation that you got to have about that dude. But NFL strength and conditioning, right? Modern medicine, they have peanut butter that can make you big and strong after one whole offseason, after your second offseason or whatever, right? So can Linderbaum get big and strong? Absolutely, he can. You know, it just depends, right? Because I'm a Cowboy fan and I have players on my offensive line that I've said, oh, well, give them an offseason to get big and strong. They get big, but they still have a power deficiency. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you just simply don't. Linderbaum doesn't have NFL power that he needs right now, you know, but he can maintain. But, you know, if you're thinking about him being some Travis Frederick type of character where, you know, he can line up and maul somebody, but then he can salsa dance with you in the passing game or whatever, I don't think this is this dude. But in terms of just a steady, get the job done, I can reach anybody, I can second level block anybody, my pass sets are good, I'm intelligent, I see things, I don't get, you know, switched up easily, these gap exchanges, no problem, I'm a help guy. Good feet, all that good stuff. If you're looking for that guy, just a balanced, I ain't got a bunch of flaws dude, then Tyler Linderbaum is probably your guy. But just be aware that he ain't pushing nobody. Like, he's not getting much movement in the run game and, you know, pass game, you know. He can dissipate energy, but I don't think he out here smoking people. But I'll leave that to y'all. Where will he get drafted? I don't know. We got to watch a little more film, and before you know it, it'll be April, and I'll have y'all answer by then. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. I'm going to be talking about draft all throughout the season, so that's at Voch Lombardi on Twitter or whatever. And, you know, follow, be around. We're going to be dropping a lot more film sessions, a lot more offensive line this year. There's plenty of them. And, you know, like I said, if you want to watch the entire film, the Indiana and Wisconsin film of Tyler Linderbaum, then join the Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. And there's many more prospects over there for y'all to watch. Hold it down for the Doski, Wolski, Peaski, Whiskey, man. Until next time.